Hi there. Welcome to the Small Business Coffee Break, the video series where we take a few minutes to work on your business, not just in it. Today we're talking with Diane Snider of RevLocal about how do you choose an online ad agency. Diane has been helping small business owners get found online since 2020. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get into it. Well, I always kind of wanted to, again, what is the best use of my time? As a business owner, I'm always like trying to weigh, obviously the cost of things is important, but the best use of my time is also important. Could I be generating revenue while I'm spending dollars doing this other thing? Right. Because the amount of information that's necessary to do some of these things that we're talking about successfully. Everyone, Chewbacca mom, you can hit it out the park, with a 45-second video outside of Walmart, but that's very difficult to do on its own, right? Like that's something that happens to you, not necessarily something you did.
Right.
And capturing that and understanding how to do that as a part of your overall strategy becomes an important part. It's just making sure you have trust with the people you're doing the work
with. You definitely have to have trust. And knowing that, a startup company for your digital marketing is probably not the avenue you would prefer to take. You want to make sure that you go with somebody that is trusted in the industry. The company I work for, we're Google Premier Partners, and having that relationship with Google means we speak Google. We're not Google, but if you don't speak Google, and Google's changing their algorithms 9 times a day, then you're not keeping up with what Google is needing, your things are going to start to slip. So it's about choosing a partner in all avenues. You wouldn't work with somebody in insurance that you don't trust.
Right.
You wouldn't, go with a roofer you don't trust or a plumber. You want to make sure that in any relationship you trust the person and the company that is working with you, and again that they're helping you to accomplish your goals.
Yeah, and you again, understanding those goals up front is really important to success on the back end, because if you don't have a goal, if you're just like, it's a different process for brand awareness, right? So if I just want to start to become better known in a certain space, right, a certain industry with a certain audience, that's one set of processes. Versus if I was selling, we were talking offline about the studio lights, that I use here, and how they target me all the time to the point where I start sending those ads to other people who want cheap studio lights. There are different avenues in order to accomplish that, and different work goes into it. And again, it blows. I'm listening to you, and I have I know enough to be dangerous. But at the same time, it feels overwhelming for the, as like how much I got to do, how much I have to know.
Yeah, I speak to people all the time and they're like, yeah, I got this. I've been working. Oh, wait, what? Like I have to do, and I have to do, and I have to, wait, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah.
How do I have time for all this?
How do you use, the moment you start saying A/B testing, my brain goes, what?
Yes.
What am I in chemistry again?
And if you're not A/B testing, you're missing out.
Yeah, well, A/B testing being what ad works versus what ad doesn't.
That's optimizing
what copy
campaign.
Works, right? Well, because you literally put 2 competing ads.
Correct.
To see which one garners more information, and then take that information, right, and then put it in something that's I would be able to understand and say, hey, look, this wording or this type of ad copy was much more successful, so we need to double down on that. Maybe take this away, or this image.
Right.
I have a friend who I follow on Facebook, and I have a lot of respect for him. He makes the most outrageous images, and it works for him. I mean, it just, he's currently on a kick about comparing his mustache to like other celebrities' mustaches. He's in the insurance space, by the way. So it sounds like, oh, what do you mean? It's like, he understands how to grab people's attention. And so he'll have a picture of, I can't remember the last one, but let's say Matthew McConaughey with a mustache, and then him with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey with a mustache, because he did really look a lot like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey with a mustache, and him he's like, who did it better? And the number of comments is staggering. and it's just a picture of him with a mustache and Jim Carrey with a mustache. But that he has found
engagement.
Created engagement, and I'm sure there's 50 things he tried that I have no idea even existed, because that one maybe didn't work or those didn't work, and having someone do that for you while you're running your business can really be the difference between successful, local search and SEO and targeted ads, and not successful. Let's keep the conversation going. If you have any questions you'd like to ask Diane, ask them in the comments, or her contact information is in the description. If you have any questions you'd like me to ask Diane or any other professional in their field, my contact information is also in the description, and I'm always available via DM. See you next week for another cup of coffee and more questions answered.